Hello, welcome to today's edition of Pegasus Test. On today's edition, we're covering the Hesco Zombie Invitational 3 gun of 2020, and we've moved on to Stage 2, the shotgun portion. I guess this one's Stage 2 because it's my second to last stage. However, this one's very similar to the rifle one that you saw, but here are the differences. You started out behind the VTAC, and you had to go down the lowest cut on the VTAC, shoot through the tube, completely through the maneuver section of the stage, and hit a steel target about 75 yards. You got one slug to do it with. That was it. And then your shotgun was empty. I unfortunately missed my slug hit. And that seemed about the result for about half the people. From there, you move from the VTAC through the tunnel, which if you were small, it really was to your advantage. There was a petite little girl there who ran through that thing just by bending over and zipped through it. Bigger guy like me had a little more trouble, as you'll see in the video. When you come out, you had to load up your shotgun because you had 5 targets to engage. So if you did it right, you did it in 5 rounds, which I did. This is where my gear worked against me a little bit. I had a Kel-Tec KSG, which is great because you can go out with 14 2 3/4 inch shells already in the tubes. That's awesome. Problem is, that gun doesn't load quickly, even like, say, a conventional gun like a 590 or an 870. So, fumbled the first shell and it went off into Never Never Land. Got 5 more into it, eventually, slowly. Combined with the fact I'm using old shotgun rifle vest from Blackhawk with Velcro pouches and all that, it's not as fast as quad loading. Not that that would have mattered, because even if I had the special holders for quad loading, the Kel-Tec KSG is not a shotgun you're going to quad load. Be that as it may, I made my gear selection. I live with the consequences of it. So, got my first shot down low under the net. Second one, you had to go up standing. Got that on that. Then you had to dash down to the barrel, and as you see, there's 3 steel IPSCs at various distances, from about 15 out to about 60 yards. Well, probably more like 40 to be honest, to register the hits. You abandon the shotgun, and then they have unique pistol targets, like 2 squares, 1 on each side of the center target. 2 hits on steel, 2 hits on steel. Pretty straightforward. And then the center target was, you had to hammer it until it went down. And that target caused a lot of people a lot of problems. I watched people go through magazine after magazine. Lucky as you see on my run coming up, I hammered that thing down pretty quickly, because there was a sweet spot right about right here. You hammer it with quick shots and it goes down. Then I went around to the VTAC barricade, and we're going to do a little split screen on that to give 2 interesting point of views. One will be the cameraman who is following me, and the other one will be from my GoPro, just to kind of give you a perspective on the target. Because when I went down in the prone, I looked through the bottom square and I went, I don't see anything, and I had to search around for it. But anyways, before I get too much in detail about what I did, take a look at my run, and then we'll talk about what happened on the backside of it.
Oh yeah.
You got it.
Hell yeah!
Can I shoot on this net? Yeah. Can I shoot on this net? Yeah. Good. Hey! You're good. You're good. Hell yeah, Les. Okay, there you have my run. It was like 79 something, and not a particularly good speed for this run. The RO on this stage told me the average run was in the mid to high 50s, so I was way over the average, and then I had a slug miss on top of it, so not one of my better stages. And there's 2 real reasons for that. First reason is I chose a shotgun and ammo carrying method that was not conductive to the speed that was needed to this. And the second reason was, well, you can see the video. I wasn't moving that fast. I should have been moving a whole lot faster from the first shotgun position to the second shotgun position. And that worked against me. The next thing that worked against me was my vest when I got down into the prone at the end run to get under that VTAC. As I was trying to see the target, the shells and the magazines pouches were pushing up on me, not letting me get a good prone position. And you can see when I went to kind of a rollover prone position that I got into where I could see the targets, engage the targets, and get my hits. I did get in under the buzzer, obviously, at 79 seconds, so I didn't par out, which is yay, but realistically, I should have been able to shave about 10 to 15 seconds off this run. All that being said, as I've said consistently every stage, this is really fun and I had a blast doing it. We hope you're enjoying this coverage of the Hesco Zombie Invitational 3 Gun of 2020. Please comment, like, and subscribe and tune in because we still have another stage to go.